Collective, I have some really important messages to share. I don't know what's going to come out, but there's going to be two groups today. So if you don't know how to do this, this is a pick a card reading. So I'm going to show you two cards and you pick one of them or both of them if you want. So, but you pick the one that resonates with you the most, whatever gives you a certain feeling, whatever comes up first. Just ask yourself which card to pick, and whatever comes up first is the card that you should pick. Okay. So we have two groups. We have group 111 and we have group 222. And for group 111, we have this card, the Sun. And for group 222, we have this card, which is Healer of the Ages. If you want to see them together, here they are. So group 111 and group 222. So we're going to start with group 111. Okay, so group 111, let's see what I pick up here. Oh, the first thing I see is this octopus or some kind of sea creature. So maybe you live by the ocean, or I feel like Spirit is saying that you need to go to a body of water right now. It's really important for you, and maybe you are really appreciative of sea animals. You like just watching them and seeing how peaceful they are in the water as they float, and you kind of wish maybe that you are one of them. Is what I'm picking up. I also see this, there's like a horn or something. I don't know if you can see this. I always have a new camera set up, but it's like I don't know, it's some kind of musical instrument connected to this pool or this cup. Okay, so some of you, music is really important. You might be a musician. You might be just guided to listen to your favorite music right now. And yeah, I'm getting favorite music. I also am getting like some meditation music, but really loudly is your favorite music. Doing some creative things with those paintbrushes and that book up there. Writing and painting, really important for you. Dancing, okay, yesterday, and this probably was related to this, because everything is connected. That yesterday I'm not usually a dancer, but I decided to learn the choreography of this one Italian song, and it's really good. And I'm going to post it at some point on my shorts when I get good at it. But it's really great exercise. It makes you sweat, and it makes you feel really good afterward. So I mean, it's just so much fun, especially like a good dance song. And you just, I don't know, you could learn as much or as little as you want, but I would just suggest learning the hook and the most like exciting part of the song, and it it doesn't take so long and it's not so overwhelming. But if you're not a dancer, especially, it's really good because it makes you kind of really move in different ways, and that gets you thinking in different ways, which is important for so many things. What else did I get? The lilies, the lily pads. I don't know what the meaning of lilies is. So I would suggest going on Google and just searching for the meaning of lily pads. They might be not lilies. What are they called? Um, they're like the Asian flower. I don't know why I'm so blocked with my words. Maybe you've been writing, and you've been having writer's block, or you've been having a creative block. I think, because I can't think of these words that should be really easy to remember. So I'm assuming that is a sign as well. Although that is just kind of me. Also, she has a sign like under her dress between her knees. I don't think you could see that, but there's something about the knees, being careful with the knees. Not not if you feel pain in your knees, stop what you're doing. Like, don't continue. It is really important. Your knees are very sensitive. There's a really great Feldenkrais video by Taro Iwamoto on YouTube, and he can help you with that. It really helped my knees when I was having some pain. So okay. Um, Now, which cards shall we? I really just, this is so off the cuff. Um, oh, you know what? I feel like, no, that's not the deck. There's a deck I want, but I don't have it, so that must be for a reason. Okay, so what does group 111 need to know, please? What does group 111 need to know? Seltzer. Maybe somebody's having a party. Don't forget the seltzer. Maybe seltzer water is going to be good for your stomach. There is a lot of health messages today, so some of you might be a little sick with, especially with a stomach bug. I'm hearing, and so just take care of yourself. Ginger root, seltzer water, things like that. Really good. Go to the doctor if you are really sick. Do not wait. I mean, like if you are really sick, please don't just try to write it out. Go to the doctor. Yeah. And that is for me too, because when I get sick, I do not want to go to the doctor. Like, I don't like going to the doctor, period, because it's just such a pain. But go to the doctor if you need it, because he can make you better faster. And there's something that if you are sick, there's something that you need to do. So if you can get healthy faster, you'll have an opportunity. You'll get an opportunity somehow. Okay, so the moon. We have the moon. And this has come out a lot. I really think it's because of this moon, the sturgeon moon that's coming up. But if this is a timeless message, so if that's not applicable for you, then it doesn't mean that this message is not for you. But with the moon here, they're kind of looking like this. There's two ladies like looking like this, and then the other lady is like. So this again reminds me of the dance I was doing a little bit. Feeling very like I feel like some of you are feeling like you can do it, like you can do anything. Like it's like I want to show myself to the world, and people are like, "Wow," you know. You are being you are being recognized for something. Um, with the pink moon, it might be something that comes from the heart. Okay, let's see what else we get. We have the three of voices, but five of voices might also be involved. So there might have been an argument. Okay, yes, and you're afraid. There was an argument. You're afraid that this argument is going to lead to the end of a relationship. You're feeling very hurt by it. Maybe somebody said some mean stuff, but the fact that I got the five means that you probably were involved too. Don't swipe away. We're learning here, you know. And but I do feel like this was pretty emotionally draining for you, and you're just trying to kind of recover from that. Okay, the door is open, is going to be open. So the door is closed at the moment, but it's going to open again. So don't worry about that. The door is going to open again, and you can just go around the door in this case, right? But practically, I think that it's just a temporary problem, and I think this fear. There's a lot of fear around losing this person or abandonment in general, and I think that that's why this is so difficult for you. I feel like if you had a larger perspective, it wouldn't be I mean, it would still sting, but it wouldn't be like the weight on you that it is right now. What else for number 111? 10 of materials. Yeah, this might be with your family, or it's just I feel like this is a reassurance from the universe, from your guides. I'm hearing actually, someone's got a female, like a feminine guide that appears as a female with like blondish reddish hair. What's she saying? I, I can't really tell, but it's almost like she's saying renown. She says, you know how to fix it. You know how to fix it. You've done this before. Um, you have everything you need. It's kind of magician energy. But she says, no, it's literal. You have everything you need. You have all the tools. You've learned this skill before. So open open that box that you put it in and use the tools that you've been supplied. Okay. So that's why you have the 10 materials, because this issue that you have with somebody else, or it could be with your work, or it could be for many things. Just take it as it applies. You're gonna have a reconciliation to come together, forgiveness. which by the way, I was watching a video by Natija Cave yesterday, and she is phenomenal. First of all, watch her. But also, she explained something that I've been trying to put into words, is that forgiveness and reconciliation are two different things. Forgiveness is about you, and reconciliation is about the relationship and about the other person. So forgiveness is so you can have this weight burden off of your shoulders, and reconciliation is for both of you. Okay, so just a note, something to think about. Hmm. These flowers, there's a lot of flowers on all these cards, so I try not to take them too seriously, but they are so beautiful and they really stick out, don't they? Um, it, this is actually okay. So you know how in fertilizer, it's like gross things. It's like dead things, and I mean, I don't know, like natural fertilizer. It's like poop and like gross things, right? So, and with this kind of gross energy that you feel right now, or that you were feeling, out of that, it nurtures somehow this kind of coming together. And this, I mean, also this card can mean abundance, right? So it's fueling some kind of mission that you are going on to gain more abundance. Okay, I just want to check that I'm filming. Yes, I am. Okay, I get paranoid about that. So what else for pile number 111, please, Spirit? Okay, oh, another 10. Okay, we have the 10 of inspiration. So tens are about the very end of a cycle, like when it terminates, and when it starts a new cycle. Now there are endings that are fun, and there are endings that are not so fun, and that's kind of, and then there's the neutral. I feel like 10 of inspiration, which is 10 of wands, it really depends on the situation, but it can be tending toward negative, but kind of neutral. And then 10 of materials is very positive. Okay, so in this case, it's still a very positive thing. I think that it's talking about, the weight, because the 10 of inspiration can be about the burden that you carry, and so this is, and it really did come in reverse, although this author, uh, artist, doesn't recommend using these cards in reverse. I did notice that, and there's a lot of cows. There's a lot of cows. So yeah, there's abundance coming in. There is abundance coming in, and it's somehow, it is stemming out of maybe this past heartbreak. Maybe all of this stuff that I was talking about before, about the the fear of somebody leaving you, or the fear of maybe you losing a job, or maybe the fear of that this you can never have a reconciliation. Maybe this all happened in the past, and now you're about to see how that took root, and how that actually ended up for the best for you. Like somehow you never would have, you would never expect that this was going to be a good thing. And it just goes to show that when we label things as good or bad, even though, I mean, I do it, you do it, everybody does it, it doesn't always help us, because it really limits what that situation could become. And there is definitely some difficult situation in your past that is turning into something very, very good for you. And you're just so close to that. You might already be in this 10 energy. I would say you're probably right at the end of the 9 energy, where it's kind of, you're about to see the results. I'm being drawn to take one of each of these oracle cards, although one of these oracle cards is already in use, so I'm not going to use that because I need to do my Sagittarius reading. So we'll do this a moon card. What else for pile number 111? 12 on my timer, which would be more like 14 because I started about 2 minutes late. What else does group number 111 need to know, please? I know. Okay, we're gonna get one of these. And if you only knew the mess in my room. Honestly, it's better than it usually is, but a mess it is still. Group number 111, what else do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. The group number 111. Oh, yeah, and 111 is 3, and that means that, again, reconciliation, some kind of coming together, working together, collaboration. Um, third party situation could be, but it doesn't make sense with this reading. But maybe there was a third party situation that happened in your past that broke your heart so much, and what you learned from that is the reason why all this abundance is coming. And maybe it's understanding like how to go about future relationships, what boundaries to have, and how to enforce them in a healthy way, right? And making sure it's clear what you expect and don't expect in a relationship, and making sure that your partner knows that, so that they can either accept or decline that, and you know, like it can, you just say it from the start, right? Okay, so exchanging gifts and a new start. Okay. Exchanging gifts and a new start is coming. Okay, yeah, like I said, a new start is coming. There's exchanging gifts. New start is coming. Um, and it's a new moon. So we're about to be in the full moon. So this is talking about some kind of cycle that's starting. Let me see what I get from this card. Again, all the pink. Spirit is really on your side right now. Spirit is protecting you. You are protected. Make sure you ask for that protection. Make sure that you are allowing that protection. All it takes is a word in your head saying, I invite the protection and allow it to be here, and it will be here. But you sometimes, you not always, but you generally, you need to ask. So make sure you're doing that. Purple in the box. Purple. So yeah, divine messages. You are receiving a lot of signs. You are receiving a lot of synchronicities. You're receiving maybe number 27, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, this is 9 again. So like I said, you're in the 9 phase. You're about to be in this 10 phase. And the 10 phase is when the new start comes, and you start again, and you go to the ace. And oh my gosh, yes. You have done the work. Yes, you have done certain work. You've put in the energy, you've put out the energy, you have maybe done the manifestation, like you've done the stuff that you need to do, and you've been waiting, and you've been patient, and now the gift is coming in. Okay, I mean, like, I just can't, like, it gets so positive when I do these readings, because I really feel like there is some very positive thing happening in the collective as a whole, and it's not an easy like transition. There's a lot of difficult like bumps in the road, but it's all leading to something really good for those people who are watching, and me too, so that's great. A cat with a, oh, the red rip, the red the red thread. I don't know what that means. It's from 13 Moon Tarot, but it keeps coming up. I need to watch the video where she talks about that, and maybe you do too. And I don't know which video it is. I'm gonna have to research it, and I'll probably forget to tell you. But so if you research it, tell me in the comments which video it is of hers where she talks about the red thread, because there is a message in that for the collective right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna get one more card and we'll be done. So yeah, I'll get one of these cards. Last message for the collective for group number 111, please. Peace. I love it. And the egg. I just was thinking about the egg. You might notice that. I'm not going to point it out, but you might notice why. An egg is both for protection, but it also is a representation of fertility and abundance. It's just like pregnancy, like it's like the Empress kind of energy. There's the project is about to hatch, And the bird, he's flying over the egg with an olive branch. Oh, the olive reconciliation. Oh, I have chills. It's hot out here. I have chills like it's freezing. Holy crap. Holy crap. So, whatever you have done, whatever manifestations you have done, whatever work you've done on yourself, it is working. And you are about to, I don't know if this is reconciliation with the same person, but like it's maybe reconciliation with love or with a career path or with just people in general, with yourself. And you are really like, this is huge. The word reconciliation is so loud, so keep that word in mind and see all the examples of reconciliation. Try to be aware, and maybe you'll miss one or two, but like do a review of each day and ask yourself, was there any examples of reconciliation today? And if you want to write them down, that'd be even better, because it's going to show you the way. It's like it's a spotlight towards the way. You're going to find it anyway, but you are, it's like spirit's like, I can show you the quicker path if you follow this light. And the light is towards reconciliation and forgiveness, and an olive branch being sent to you. Somebody is going to come and apologize to you. That is up to you if you want to accept it, but it's definitely coming in. There might be, it might be you making an apology in some cases, because or maybe it's both. I feel like because we all make mistakes, and maybe, and usually when we have a reconciliation, both people do apologize. So just don't allow your ego to hinder that. If you do, even if you don't feel like you owe someone an apology, if that's a relationship that you really want, and that's what it takes, it might be worth it. It's up to you and your discernment. But either way, in a more spiritual, uh, bird's eye sense, you will be reconciling with yourself and with certain aspects of your life, especially relationships, and friendships, family, all of that stuff. Um, I really want another card for you, so I'm just gonna get one of these. I know that there's two of them that are already up, but last for real, last message for group 111, please. Take a deep breath, or not a deep breath, but a light breath, a gentle breath, a silent breath through your nose with your mouth closed while I do this. And an out breath should be silent as well. Very soft, like a velvet breath, if that makes any sense. Okay, deceit. It was reversed. Okay, let me just clarify this. Woman holding a coin, and deceit. Okay, so if you have a work situation that has been treating you badly, the reconciliation energy is not about that, because they are not going to stop taking advantage of you. Okay, so I'm not saying to quit your job, I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm saying maybe eventually that should be an option. Finding a new job or a new career is going to be a really good option for you, because there are people who are basically, maybe not literally, but virtually stealing from you, because they are intentionally doing something to keep money from you, and they're doing it in a deceitful way. And see how she's holding her money, she's so greedy. Like, that's not always how I see this card, but she just seems so greedy, and the money is just sticking out. So watch your money. Keep your. I go to Credit Karma if you're in the U.S. or whatever it is in your country, and make sure your credit and your identity are safe. But I feel this is more physical. This is more like close to home. Um, Lavender is about protection and harmony. So somebody in a financial sense might be trying to reconcile, trying to make harmony, but she's not telling the full truth, or he or they are not telling the full truth. So in this case, the reconciliation is very different, because it's somebody attempting it in order to deceive you. So, and I don't want you to be paranoid. So use your intuition. Know that this is a financial situation. It is not about like other things. So if you are with if you're having those problems with a relationship with friends or family or a lover, then this is not it. But this deception is about money. So some of you really need to watch that money. Some of you really need to make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. And if you are, then you need to take the actions that you need to take in order to get out of the situation, because somebody is withholding from you intentionally. Yeah, it might be someone you don't expect either, unfortunately. Um, some of you that with that candle behind there, there's somebody, there's a force, and I can feel it, and I'm about to ask it to go away. Sorry, this person is there's somebody doing energetic work on you, perhaps, in order to block your abundance and let it flow to them. That's so specific. So I don't think they know what they're doing very well. I think that it worked, but I don't think it's very powerful. So you can easily break this. If you, sometimes if it's been a while, it's harder to break. So there's a few ways to break curses and hexes. And this is not to cause you fear, because this is not going to harm you in the long run, because this person is an amateur. But there's one by I don't know his name. Tal the sorcerer. He's a very unique guy, but he does something called a stick breaking, and it seems very easy. I haven't watched the video, but that's one way you can use. There's a lot of magical books I would just say do your research on that, and sigils and things like that. And also just asking your angels for protection. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they said for this one, it's really like we can do it, because sometimes there's some obstacles for your guides and protectors to break these things, because it requires physical action, and I can't explain why. It would be a long story, and I would have to channel that. But just know that if this applies to you, and you'll know if it does, because you would have had bad luck with money recently, and you would have felt like something is around you. But like, this is not going to hurt you. Do not be afraid. Do not allow it to make you have more fear, because that is only feeding it. Okay, my love. And this is not for everybody. Okay. And again, they're an amateur. They don't know what they're doing. So this is going to be easy, easy, easy to break. You don't need to worry. There's nothing to worry about, because as soon as it's gone, you will have that abundance again, and the 10 of materials will come out, and you'll have a reconciliation with your relationship with people, and trust, I think. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There's a tip link down below. I would really appreciate that, and a personal reading if you would like. That link is down below too. So anyway, group 111, thank you for watching. That's all for today. Have a great day. Bye. Hello, group 222. This is your reading. So we have Healer of the Ages, first of all. Okay, that's number 51, which is 6, harmony, love, delight, joy, pleasure, passion, friendship, things like that. The past, in tarot at least. This also, no, I'm not a religious person. I'm not a Christian in any way. If you are, that's wonderful. I'm not. But I think this is a picture of Jesus, I think. So because he was supposed to be a healer, he was a magician, he was somebody who was chased because he did magic and people didn't like that, basically, right? And there's fire on either side of him that calls out to me, and he's underneath this like this arch. So it's like you want to go through the arch, you want to go down a path, and it's good for you, but it's scary. There's fire on either side. Maybe the fire looks really big. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of dangers in the way. You don't know what's behind him, but there is the thing is that you do know. You don't know exactly what's going to come, of course, but you do know that it's going to be okay. In the back of your intuition is telling you that. But the thing is like you're not really trusting. You're not really trusting. You don't really believe it totally. And doing energy work is going to be really important. Charlie Goldsmith does this energy healing once a month. he does 2 sessions a month, and one is just called a super group, I think, and he just does an hour of healing. I think he's going to change it to 30 minutes, but it's just energy healing. He's really great. He's been on TV. He's great. Um, but doing energy healing, especially energy healing about the heart, getting some Reiki, you don't really need that though. You can, there's a really great meditation teacher called Yair Sagi on YouTube, and he has a platform as well. And he teaches you how to cleanse your energy. Like between the 2 readings, I just did it a little bit, and it's amazing. It is amazing what happens. I never would have thought energy healing could do something like that. Like I had pains that I had for a long time, and they just vanished with energy, with this energy healing. And basically, he's teaching you to harmonize the 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 energy of the universe with you, and vice versa. And it's like a good wash. It just takes out everything you don't need, and you don't have to do anything. You just invite it to happen. It's so easy, and it works so well. And like I'm still learning it, so I know that in the future more of this healing is coming from me, because I'm going to be able to surrender more. So surrender is really important, and knowing that whatever has been hurting you, has been causing you pain. I know you've had it rough. Group 222, Jesus, yeah. Oh my God, 222 is 6. Ugh. Another big chill, like it's cold out here, and it's not cold. Um, y'all, the synchronicities have been so strong with this reading. So yes, watch out for synchronicities. I'm going to tell this group to watch out for that group. Watch out for numbers that add up to 6, or the number 6, 666. 222, things like that. And his hands are like paper white. Why? Because I'm hearing drawing on the hands. I was going to do that. There's some sigils that you can draw on your hands. Like you can draw them anywhere, but drawing them on the hands is what I'm being called to tell you. Draw a sigil on your hands. I don't know what for. Maybe a healing sigil. Maybe a sigil for bravery or courage or something, so that you are able to go through this arch and know, and in your heart, that you will be safe. Okay. Um, I'm gonna start here and then go to the tarot. So, what else does Group 222 need to know, please, Spirit? I really want to use the Book of Answers for you, so there's going to be a yes or no question coming out. And if not, then I will create one. Group 222, please. Building blocks. Now, I don't memorize these cards because they're intuitive cards for me. That's number 28, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 1 and 10. So again, this group is coming to the end of a cycle and starting a new one. And you're learning about how to put things together. I'll show you the card in just a sec. Sorry. Yeah, it's like I'm getting programming really strong here, like learning how to program and how to put things together in code, and the logic behind that. Um, but also making it intuitive, like, because once you have been doing something a while, it starts to become intuitive, and that's when you really create something amazing. So just not letting it get overwhelmed, or if it gets overwhelming, not giving up, because it's going to start being more intuitive, more easy, and you will uh, be able to build something really amazing. And this isn't just for programmers, but that's just what I'm getting here. You might be a builder. You might, you could just be building something, like anything in your life, whatever in your life that you're building. Everybody's building something. Also, boundaries is coming up now. So making sure that your boundaries are strong but compassionate, and communicating them clearly um, when possible, but not. It's like don't allow somebody to try to deconstruct your boundaries, because that's just them trying to make you feel bad for having boundaries, and that's not acceptable. That's not, you can't allow that to change your mind and make you feel bad. And sometimes we do set really strong boundaries that we need to relax a little bit on, but that's not what I'm getting here. And that's just really up to your discernment. And I would say keep the boundaries that you set for now, and allow that question to be in your head. Should I relax them a little bit? And allow that question just to be there and not immediately demand an answer. And the answer will come, and then you can decide. But don't decide immediately. I would just keep it out as it is for now. So what else does group 1 or group 222, excuse me, need to know, please, Spirit? Chaos and conflict, number 33. Also a 6. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to reduce these numbers when they're repeated, but anyway, it does add up to a 6 regardless. Chaos and conflict, though. Yeah, with the boundaries, it's like having boundaries with yourself, I'm hearing, but it's like the trauma response. You've gone through difficult things, and now you know about your responses, and now you have to try to set boundaries with them, and you're not always going to succeed. The trauma response is going to come out, but as long as you are working on releasing it and healing it, and not making it a painful process to do so, like not making it a long drawn out process, then um, it's gonna work out for you. You're gonna go through that arch, um, and there is going to be, and whatever you are trying to build, there's going to be chaos and conflict around that sometimes, and that's just something that you are told that is part of life, and you're asked to build some defenses, build some boundaries around that, like not allow things to get to you so much. And oh god, this message definitely applies to me too, because I know a lot of us are very sensitive HSPs, highly sensitive people, and that can be difficult when you're trying to build something and you are afraid to do something already, and then people come and like say something to you that is really hurtful, and whether they're intending to do that or not, it doesn't matter. It still throws us off, and we are asked to start slowly build these kinds of reinforcements that help you stay in your same vibration when people try to bring you down, or when your trauma response is triggered, right? Okay. What else does group 22 need to know, please, Spirit? So many synchronicities with the number 6. Oh, that's crazy. You know what? I'm going to shuffle these, and then I'm going to do something else. Just enter in the energy for group number 222's next messages. I've got a question for the book. Now, is there something that is actually going to be scary in the coming weeks to months in this path that group 222 is building for themselves, or that is they're going down and they're afraid of? Is there anything that's actually scary down this path? Okay, is there anything that they specifically need to prepare for? Thank you, book. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, 222. Better to wait. Okay. You might be delaying. Okay, some of you, this is an intuitive feeling. I think a lot of you have delayed something. I don't think that this message is literal. I think you've delayed something because of the fear. and it doesn't mean it's time to wait again. It means it's time to stop waiting. But let's confirm that. Does it mean stop waiting? Is that what you actually mean? It is sure to make things interesting. Don't overdo it. Uh, yeah, I think that's what it means. Make things interesting. Change the message a little bit. Get it? And then I got also, uh, it will sustain you, and don't overdo it. So I did flip to this page too. Don't overdo it. So avoid things getting. If you are feeling overwhelmed, then acknowledge that. Don't just be like, oh, I'm supposed to be over that. No, if you're feeling overwhelmed, there's nothing you can do about that right this moment. But if you try to charge forward while you're overwhelmed, it's going to just get worse, and because you're just rejecting that emotion. You need to take a little break, or if you can't take a break, then at least accept that it's there, and allow the universe to take care of it. Surrender it as much as you can. I know that's hard, easier said than done. It will sustain you. So this journey that you are taking is going to sustain you. This journey that you're taking is so important. I know it's scary. I know it seems daunting. And I know maybe right now you're overwhelmed, but that is temporary. Okay, that is temporary, and it's leading to much bigger and better things is what I'm hearing. Bigger and better things. I keep hearing that. Okay, so Spirit, please, for group number 222, a few more messages for them. The Emperor. Okay. That's a number 4, so your foundations. Control, again, controlling, trying to control your emotions. There's a positive side to that, and there's a negative side. Controlling your emotions is possible, but trying to control them with force in the moment, like the Emperor might, is counterproductive. It's going to just stop that, or sorry, it's going. I don't know why I said that. Stop that. So maybe right now you're doing that at the very moment, and they're saying like try to release right now. Try to do something to release. Okay, just let go of your muscles as much as you can. Um, there's also an energy that is it's not that somebody sent you this. It's just that it's just been attracted to you, and I don't want you to be afraid. But also, while you release any third party unwanted energies around you that are, because there's something that is kind of it's actually trying to be protective, but it's holding, it's too clingy, it's holding on too tight. It's like a, I don't want to name what it is because people will be afraid of this, but it's nothing to be afraid of. They are really harmless. I mean, I guess they could cause difficulty, but they're not all powerful. They're very easy to get rid of. You just have to ask for your guys to get rid of it, and gently, because this is not an energy that wants to hurt you. It's very compassionate. It just doesn't know how. It doesn't have any boundaries. Okay, so this is a very clingy spiritual energy that is making you feel overwhelmed. Okay, so that's why I said stop it, stop that, because they're right now they're trying to comfort you, and I think that it's just not it's not having the effect that they wish it would. And they are just continuing to do that, thinking, well, if I keep doing it, maybe it'll work. No, but that energy too is with you. If I keep doing something, if I keep trying to force down these emotions, then maybe I will overcome them. But that's not how it works. It really isn't. We can get over our emotions quickly, but again, it takes learning how to surrender, how to move with ease, how to move our bodies with ease, how to breathe with ease, and how to just cultivate ease. And if you find ease, you'll find compassion, self-compassion. They're linked. And if you find self-compassion, then you'll find surrender, because it's all linked with the divine feminine, right? It's like the mother maiden crone that's coming up right now. So maybe that's something that you have a connection to. In fact, I was sent that message about mother maiden crone a few times, maybe 2 times, like a few days ago. And I also was sent these messages about inner child, and there's a reason why I'm saying this. I don't know exactly what it is. And the inner child thing made me think of my favorite show when I was younger, and it was Charmed. I loved that show. I cried like somebody had passed away whenever it ended. Like I loved it. And and I as I grew older, and I realized, like I learned about some occult stuff. I realized that the three sisters on that show are a representation of the Mother, Maiden, and Crone. It kind of got switched up after there was that change in the cast, and also Shannon Doherty is someone who was in that show, and she left the show, like I was just saying, and she recently passed away. May she rest in peace. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, but there is something to it. There is something to it. Maybe you need to watch that show. Maybe you like that show. Maybe there's just something about the Mother, Maiden, and Crone that is trying to come out, trying to show how it can exist, because it kind of seems a little dark and mysterious to us. But with the way the show portrayed it, they never said those words, Maiden, Mother, and Crone. It's a lot lighter and sweeter, and it's like they're just, yeah, they're trying to show you the spiritual can be very sweet. It doesn't have to be this energy of like, do this or this bad thing will happen. And that's what I think is going on here. You feel like the energy of the universe is judging you, and it isn't. It isn't. It loves you, but it's that you are part of the universe. You are the universe. Everything, you are all there is, and all there is you. So and that's a concept, and we can only use concepts when we speak, but it goes much deeper than the concept, and it's very, very, very true, beyond more than you can imagine. And anyway, so when you feel this way about yourself, when you feel this authoritative energy about yourself, then you are and this is not, it's not to blame you, it's just like, it's just to say how this works. Then you are affecting how the universe sounds to you, and it's about that inner voice. I was talking about that with Libra, I think, and the inner voice and how you can change that too. So go to the Libra reading. I think that might be relevant to you, and if not, then just skip to how to do the inner voice, because it was an exercise that I channeled directly from spirit, and it's basically just practicing um, changing the voice in your head. And there's a few different methods, or there's a few different steps that will help you do it more quickly. So making that a nicer, gentle inner voice will also help you with the softness and the compassion and the gentleness that you need. So Three of Swords again. Okay, you might have watched from group number 1, although this is reversed, and again, I don't really use these specific cards in reverse. Although other things are lighting up to me here. Those lights specifically, that's why I said lighting up. It's like there are 3 things you're going to become aware of. I don't know if this actually, the card meaning, the traditional meaning, is even relevant here. It's about 3. It's about the 3, Mother, Maiden, Crone. Mother, Maiden, Crone, and the darkness. I was just talking about how, because the feminine is also known as the dark. So the darkness is not a bad thing. It's just the things that are unseen. And so you're beginning to start to see unseen things, like things that are hidden, the occults, right? You're starting to your intuition, your third eye is about, the third eye, number 3, is waking up. And with that, there are going to be some things that are a little bit, you find disturbing at first, and then eventually they will become normal. And then there are going to be other things that are just going to be amazing to you. But just know that this kind of awakening, I think, is going to happen after 3 realizations. So you're going to have, I don't know if they're going to be realizations or just things you notice, but you're going to have a feeling like all going to have the same feeling, or the same kind of energy somehow, the same vibe. And just know that it will come in 3s. The third one will mark the end of this, and will mark the beginning of your awakening. And it could be difficult things, but I don't think so. I really don't think the meaning of this card is actually relevant here. Last messages for group 222, yeah, please, Spirit. That flew out. I don't always take these, but so you got the Fool, which is infinity in this deck. It's not zero, it's infinity. So, hmm. I was just talking about the infinite, all of creation, becoming one with all of creation. That's such an important idea, concept, and thing to absorb and understand and see and experience, because it is something you can directly experience. It is not like a religious belief, because when you anybody, if they enter into a certain level of meditation, they will experience this, and it's so it is so beautiful and life changing. And if you're somebody who has panic attacks, for example, it I can't say this for sure, but for me, I had panic attacks, and after I had that first experience of seeing, of directly experiencing how I am infinity, and everything is everything, like I stopped having panic attacks for years and years. Okay, and I haven't had them recently either because I've been doing those meditations again. Not really. Not like about DEATH, right? I was very afraid of that for a long time, and it just takes that away. Not completely. You still have your survival instincts, but you you don't fear it so much anymore. Yeah, you are asked to climb down into the depths, into the darkness. You don't need to climb all the way down. You can just look at it, but you're going to have to descend a little bit in order to look at it. There's shadow work that you have to do. Okay, and I know that sucks, but it will start you on this new journey, and the shadow work is going to help you recognize these things that you're going to experience, and you'll have that awakening sooner, which is a good thing, because the awakening is going to show you, is going to erase, is what I'm hearing, erase a lot of distorted beliefs that you have that are causing you suffering. Okay, that are causing you pain, that are keeping you in pain, that you don't need them anymore, is what I'm hearing. Temperance. Okay, uh let's see. They're going to meld together. Okay, so these three experiences, when you have them, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. But after you have the third one, it might be a delayed reaction, and then you're gonna look back and be like, holy crap! And they're gonna all be linked in some way. It's like one sort of concept, which is gonna be different for everyone. I hear is going to be illuminated by these three kind of realizations or understandings and situations, and together it's going to lead you to this awakening and to this release of needing to control things in a forceful way. Yeah, it's going to take a few moon cycles. It might take 3 moon cycles actually. And temperance is number 14. That's 5. Yeah, big change, but not in a bad way. Temperance is a really nice energy. Just not going overboard or too underboard. Really trying to stay in the middle of things. Yeah, staying in the middle of things, not allowing yourself to exclude yourself from situations that you would normally do, not excluding yourself from friends and family, but being involved with it, not totally, and you still need boundaries, but just being involved. Don't isolate. If you, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying it's going to help you. It's these are your guides telling you that isolating would not help you right now, so try not to do that. And this always makes me think of a Feldenkrais exercise, which is really easy to do. You just put your hands like this, and you just kind of move very gently. And you don't let your arms come away from your chest, but very gently. And you breathe through your nose, and it helps you your back feel better, and your neck feel better, and it also just regulates your nervous system. Okay, and helps you move your chest independently. Somebody's acting surprised about something, but they're not surprised. That's a different message. This is a totally different message. Somebody's acting surprised about something that they're not really surprised about, and they what? I think it's just some gossip going on, and then we have the three again, Mother, May, and Crone. Um, I think that this Mother, May, and Crone thing is going to come out in very many different ways. Like, I don't know what this gossip is about, but it's about one of your friends, and and gossip exists for a reason. People who say gossip is always bad are they're just wrong, because I'm not saying gossip is good, but saying gossip is always bad is not true, because gossip serves a purpose. It serves an evolutionary purpose, to share our values. And so people know your values, and you know other people's values, and you know who is a match for you. That's the purpose, and there's other purposes too. So somebody's acting real shocked about something, like clutching their pearls, and I feel like you are standing like neutral because you don't want to talk about that, and that's okay. Those are boundaries. You don't have to talk about it, but listen to what they're saying. Whether you're listening so you know who they are, or you're listening so you know what the tea is because you need that tea. Just listen. Don't automatically. I feel like most of you wouldn't, but some of you, maybe you don't like gossip and you would just be like, oh no, I don't want to. Just listen. I think you need this one. You need to listen to this gossip. It's got a key for you. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I didn't do something for. Oh, one of these cards, and then that's the end. For group number 222. One more card for group number 222, please. Spirit guides of group number 222. Pleading priestesses, my spirit guides, the all, creation, everything, all the good stuff. You might like to listen to Janae Aiko. She has some spiritual songs that are very good, and there's one about protection trigger protection mantra, which is great when you're feeling unsafe. Just listen to that, and it will protect you. Victory, whatever is happening, whatever you, because where did we start here? Yeah, we started at the archway. So whatever you have been doing and whatever you're about to do, you are going to have victory in this. You don't need to worry. I mean, you're going to worry because I think that's kind of part of who you are, but you're going to start releasing that worry, and you're going to be victorious over these wounds that you have. You're going to be victorious over anybody who's trying to add to your stress, and you're going to be victorious in getting rid of any negative entities and energies that are around you. And again, don't be afraid of that, please. It's really, really not a big deal. There are certain entities and energies that can be a big deal, very big, but most of them are not. And we all have dark energies on us every once in a while, unless we are very, very spiritually aware and really great at spiritual hygiene. And I mean, we can't always be that way. We can't always be cleansing and clearing everything every day, every hour. So negative energies do get there. Just know that. Angel of love. That was the last message. Sorry. But angel of love. Use your heart. It's telling me, and that's for me too. Use your heart space. Pour your mind into your heart space, and things will be clear for you. That's what I'm hearing. Number 9. Like I said, this group 1 and group 2 were both in the 9 phase of something. You're about to get to the 10 phase where you are ending this cycle and beginning a new one, and it's going to be such a relief, so refreshing, and you just need to push through a little bit longer, and by that I mean to surrender to the process and the path. All right, group 222, I love you, and I thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There's a tip link down below. I would really appreciate that, and a personal reading if you would like. That link is down below too. It depends on where you are, or it's in the bio. Okay, so have a great day. Bye.